So what's the purpose here? Why would I make you do one more of these things right here, right now? I know you're tired of the exercise article. What was the purpose?
Well, it's another strategy of assessing the reading, understanding it, summarizing, and clarifying. I mean, we reduce 2 pages of an article into a few points that allows us to reflect back on it. You don't have to read the whole article again, but we can look at it and say, oh, that's what it is, and if there's any question, we can go back to the, Cassandra made a joke about it, but she was actually pretty good, I thought. We, where it says write 2 pieces of evidence that the author uses, we just put the paragraph number, because there's a number of studies, right? And that allows us to utilize the strategy of numbering the paragraphs, and also it's like, oh, you refer back to that and just get a better sense. It's hard to summarize the studies, I mean, they're kind of,
Right.
Yeah.
So the strategies are all of a sudden just kind of layering on top of each
Yes.
other, where you use one embedded within the other to enhance it. That's fantastic.
What did you call that?
Nice.
Forgetting?
Curve
Curve
of
of
Curve of forgetting.
Yeah, it's you're working against that the whole time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're doing. You'll notice that, so you interacted with this material 3 separate times, right? So the first time you interacted with it on kind of a regular low level, like you were reading and you were identifying some key ideas and pieces, things that you could literally go in and touch within the text, right? But then what happened when I made you go back and write in the margins? Was that the same kind of thinking that you were doing the first time?
Deeper.
It was a little bit deeper, that's right. You had to chew on what was in there to be able to kind of squish it all down into one picture or one summary or one connection that you made. Synthesize. And then you had to go back and do it again with 3, 2, 1 summary, except now instead of small little chunks, you took the entire thing on its grand scale and squished it all down into that nice neat little summary. What were the words that you just used?
I think it's something like that.
This is something about tying it all, summing it all up, yeah, just taking it all and synthesizing it down into those few key pieces and those few key points. So you've interacted with the material several different times on several different levels. So this is the whole Cornell Notes piece, just in a different format, right? You didn't necessarily take any notes, but you did the entire Cornell Note process, right? It's really what it all comes down to. That's all tied back to the Cornell Note piece, because I think it's so very critical and crucial. It's really not about the note-taking at all. It really has nothing to do with that cute little pad of paper that I brought to you, or the fact that you like bullets as opposed to doodle note-taking or whatever it happens to be. It has nothing to do with that. That is just information capture. It's all about what you do with it, no matter what it looks like, right? That's the key, is flattening out that curve. Okay, jump back to your wicker matrix, and I put 3 more up there for you, writing in the margins, marking the text, and 3, 2, 1 summary. Totally out of order in the way we did them, but that's okay. And then just take a minute and decide where they fit into the wicker continuum, based on the way we did them. To make sure we're all sort of on the same page here. Did you say that all 3 of them were reading strategies?
Yes.
Everybody's good with that, in agreement? Did you also say that marking the text is an organizational strategy? No?
I thought it was.
Yes. Why?
The numbering of paragraphs, it gives you a functional organization.
Functional organization, absolutely.
I left that out of the marking the text paragraph thing. I don't know why.
You did what?
I left the numbering the paragraphs. out of it for some reason. Couldn't include it in
I like that numbering the paragraphs piece specifically for when you get into the collaborative parts of your class. I think that's where the organizational framework piece becomes really handy on that one. Otherwise, if you're not making them go back in any manner to use the numbering system, then it's a piece of marking the text that you would just certainly want to leave out. If they have to refer back to it for any reason, that's where it becomes, like you said, that functional organization piece. Whew, okay, you've been sitting for a long time again. Do you want to take a real break for like 5 minutes, or do you want to take a quick brain break and just push through? Tell me what you need and what you want.
Push through,
it. 4
that's my
o'clock,
vote.
so,
Yeah.
4 o'clock, so.
Yeah, let's push through.
Okay, let's take a quick brain break then. So